bartalaga hogaansha beled Makhir
The sprawling Sanaag region, a land of majestic mountains, ancient history, and resilient people. Spanning 58,000 square kilometers, it is one of the largest and most strategically significant regions in the Somali Peninsula. The Warsangali clan calls this vast territory home, inhabiting over 2/3 of Sanaag region. Their reach stretches from the towering peaks of Almado Mountains to the Gulf of Aden's glittering coastline, shaping the cultural, political fabric of the region. In western Sanaag lies Erigavo, the region's cultural and geographical heart. The city has been a center of trade, governance, and diplomacy, a place where history is both made and remembered. The heart of this history is the Warsangali Sultanate, a dynasty synonymous with resilience and leadership. Their legacy stretches back to the 13th century, making them one of the longest-lasting dynasties in Somali history. They introduced gunpowder to the Horn of Africa, forged alliances with Ottomans and Gulf rulers, and resisted colonial powers like the British, all on their own terms. But today, the Warsangali face new challenges. Ancient battles and colonial intrigues have given way to modern political aggression and territorial disputes. The stakes higher than ever. The roots of today's tensions can be traced back to 1993. In the aftermath of Somalia's collapse, 4 major clans came together in Erigavo to forge a fragile peace. Built on trust and balance, entailed self-rule, where each group governed their own neighborhoods, respect for territories, and the principles of Somali Khair. For a time, Erigavo stood as a testament to the inter-clan cooperation, a beacon of hope in a fractured nation. But that peace was shattered. Somaliland administration unilaterally entered Erigavo without consultation or consent. Paramilitary forces followed, and the city's delicate balance unraveled. Militias looted homes, destroyed infrastructure, and uprooted families. It was not just a breach of trust, it was an attack on their sovereignty, their land, and their dignity. Today, Erigavo stands on the edge of a knife. According to the United Nations Office for Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, nearly 43,000 people have been displaced from Erigavo due to escalating clan violence and territorial disputes. Families have been forced to flee their homes. In makeshift shelters, displaced families are struggling to survive, according to humanitarian agencies operating in the region. These displaced families face acute shortage of food, water, and basic health care, leaving many in desperate conditions. The humanitarian crisis deepens daily. Despite ongoing peace efforts, tensions remain high. Only fragile calm has been reported in the region since December 2024. The surrounding mountain passes and plains carry whispers of unrest. Local elders warn that whispers of escalating violence could soon erupt into a widespread conflict. For the people of Erigavo, these fears are all too familiar. To the south of Sanaag lies Las Anod, a city that has become synonymous with resilience and tragedy. For 9 harrowing months, Somaliland forces waged relentless siege, launching shells from Gojade that obliterated civilian areas with devastating precision. Homes, hospitals, and mosques were reduced to rubble, leaving a city shattered and its people scarred. The human toll defies comprehension. Hospital reports confirm over 300 lives lost, 1,913 wounded, and over 200,000 residents forced to flee their homes. An exodus that emptied entire neighborhoods. By March 2023, the UNHCR reported nearly 100,000 refugees seeking safety in Ethiopia's Dolo zone, turning a once thriving city into an epicenter of growing humanitarian catastrophe. Mass graves now haunt the city's outskirts, silent witnesses to the horrors inflicted. But the scars of war are more than physical. They are etched into the collective memory of its people. Children grow up amidst ruins, carrying the weight of trauma that will ripple through generations. For the Warsangali, standing in solidarity with Las Anod's people has drawn Somaliland's hostility. The siege may have ended, but the animosity burns on, fueled by history and hardened by violence. The question is no longer if the cycle of destruction will repeat, but where it will strike next. In January 2025, the Warsangali responded with unity. Elders, leaders, and youth from across the region gathered in Ceelbuh, a historic town now symbolizing hope and resistance. This was no ordinary meeting. It was a call for justice, for action, for solidarity. The resolutions were bold. The 1993 Accord nullified. Their defense strengthened. Their future charted toward a larger conference in February where decisive steps would be taken. It was a moment of resolve, a declaration that Warsangali would not bow to external aggression. Events in Las Anod have only deepened mistrust across the region. Somaliland campaign to assert control has displaced tens of thousands, fracturing relationships with Harti clans and creating new flashpoints for violence. And the instability doesn't stop there. Along its southern borders, Somaliland is now embroiled in clashes with Ethiopia's Somali region, threatening to destabilize the Horn of Africa further. These regional crises highlight the urgency of securing their future through Makhir state. The proposed Makhir state would encompass approximately 55,000 kilometers, making it one of Somalia's largest states, encompassing most of Sanaag and western portion of Bari region. Crucially, Makhir stands apart by maintaining control of nearly all of its territory, something few other regions can claim. Its resources are the foundation of its promise. Gold deposits in Milho, untapped agricultural potential, and the historic port of Las Pore offer immense opportunities. With investment, Makhir could become an economic powerhouse. This is not just a vision, it is a plan grounded in the region's potential. The Warsangali have faced challenges before and endured. Their story, one of resilience. Their legacy, unbroken. Their future, theirs to decide.
دهر السوني هيدي ما آخره دمي ساعة دمي كنت غازي